Husky 2G CAN bus training, safety briefing. Depending on vehicle configuration, whether the vehicle is assembled or disassembled in the containers, some of these safety topics may or may not apply. Failure to comply with the items depicted within the safety brief may result in serious injury or death to personnel. Identify personnel with a history of heat stroke or cold weather injury. Mark visually if necessary. Smoking is authorized in designated areas only. Remove watches, rings, and jewelry when conducting maintenance operation. Religious icons and wedding bands are authorized. Always use 3 points of contact when climbing. All personnel must wear a helmet or hard hat if authorized by unit SOP. All civilians must wear a hard hat. Helmets will be donned within 15 meters of the training area. Leather gloves will be worn by all personnel when working with ropes, cables, or chains. Always use vehicle ground guides when moving vehicles within the training area or near congested areas. Never place yourself or any part of your body under a suspended load. All vehicle operators will wear a CVC helmet and seatbelt will be worn during movement. All personnel must be alert to the possibility of a broken line while under a load. A broken line may snap back, resulting in serious injury or death to personnel. Be aware of hot surfaces when working near engines, exhaust, electrical, and hydraulic components. Be aware of sharp or jagged surfaces. Any trip hazards such as cables, BII, and personal items will be secured properly. If you are in doubt, ask. If you have a question, ask. Take advantage of the training. Now is the time to learn. Remember, everyone is a safety officer. Immediately stop and correct any unsafe action, regardless of rank or position. Husky 2G safety briefing key. Personnel, you'll have your lead instructor, your safety officer, officer in charge, as well as the medic. Please utilize these blocks. You can identify those personnel. Safety requirements. Safety is a primary consideration when soldiers are required to work with heavy equipment. Possible hazards include falling. Back, knee, and other injuries could also occur. Extra precautions must be taken when working with heavy equipment during inclement weather. Work gloves and a hard hat or helmet must be worn at all times during assembly. Report all accidents or injuries to the appropriate personnel. All injuries, no matter how minor, must be reported to the lead instructor and or class leader immediately. In the event of an in the event of an emergency, and you are the first person on the scene, call for help. Then begin first aid procedures. Remember, airway, breathing, circulation. All accidents resulting in civilian or government property damage, no matter how minor, must be reported to the lead instructor and or the NCOIC immediately, or your supervisor. In the event of an accident, people come first, equipment last. Photograph the damage as soon as possible. Contact your chain of command immediately. Inclement weather plan. Suspend all operations and seek shelter if lightning is within 10 kilometers of the training area. Suspend operations and return to designated area. Direct students to the closest appropriate shelter. If shelter is unavailable, direct students inside a vehicle with a solid metal top. Never stand under or near a tree. Stay away from poles, antennas, towers, and underground watering systems. If the hair on your neck begins to tingle, crouch on the balls of your feet with your head down. Do not lie down. After lightning has left the area, wait approximately 30 minutes after the last strike before resuming operations. Equipment list. Mandatory equipment for this training will be your uniform, helmet or hard hat, boots, all applicable technical manuals, gloves, water, lunch, or food. Equipment list. Mandatory equipment will be your uniform, helmet or hard hat, boots, all applicable technical manuals and training material, gloves, water, and food or lunch. Optional equipment includes sunglasses, sunscreen, warm or cold weather clothing, rain gear, insect repellent, a flashlight, and a waterproof bag. We also provide you an area to identify emergency phone numbers for your local hospital, closest level 1 or level 2 trauma center, and flight line or equivalent. This is the end of the slide and task. Refer to Husky 2G suite of manuals for additional information and procedures.